The video you are about to watch is an eyes opener, because at the end of this video, even if you did not know before, you will know who is the brain behind the terrorist organizations in the Middle East that is even disturbing Israel, that is becoming a problem to Israel today. Who is the one sponsoring terrorist organizations in the Sahel regions of Africa that is disturbing Niger, Mali, and Burkina Faso? Who is the one sponsoring Boko Haram terrorist organization that is disturbing Nigeria? Who is that the most powerful person in this world that is sponsoring terrorism across the globe? I have listened to so many arguments from different people on this subject matter. Why some people accuse the United States of America of sponsoring terrorist organization, some people also accuse Iran of sponsoring terrorist organization. Others even accuse Turkey and other Arab nations of sponsoring terrorist organization across the globe. And when I listened to all this, as a neutral person, I took upon myself to go into finding, to know the brain behind the terrorist organization across the globe. And this is what I found out. And the essence of this finding is to guide your judgment, so that anytime when you want to condemn a nation, anytime when you want to condemn a people, for sponsoring terrorist organization, so that you think twice. So that you think twice and make sure that your judgment is a righteous judgment. You don't just judge out of ignorance of something you don't even know. So we traveled to the Middle East, which is like the headquarters of terrorism in the world. And then we found this leader of terrorist organization in Syria, whom the US government also placed 10 million bounty on his head. They were like, if you can help us to get this guy, we are ready to give you $10 million, because this guy was leading ISIS, he was leading Al-Qaeda, which is like the major terrorist organization that also have other branches of terrorist group that cut across the world. So US were looking for this guy everywhere. That is the impression they gave us. The news is all over Western media. There is nowhere you go that you will not see this news. It's on CNN, YouTube, anywhere you go, the news is there. They were looking for him. And it was through terrorist organization that this guy was able to overthrow the government of Syria. That is to tell you how powerful this guy was in the Middle East when it comes to terrorism. Okay, he overthrew the government of Syria and then he became the president. Immediately this guy overthrown the government of Syria, what happened? The US dropped the 10 million bounty that they placed on his head. The US no longer see him as a terrorist leader. And not only that, guess where he was found? Someone that the US was looking for, a terrorist leader that the US was looking for. He was found in the White House. Here is the video now. Muna they watch. Muna watch the judge. This is the terrorist leader that the US was looking for. He is right inside the White House with our favorite president, and he was even putting perfume on his body. I'm asking you, who is the one sponsoring terrorists in this world? With all what the Western media said about this guy, about the havoc, the people he killed and all that, if this guy, this terrorist leader of Syria, was found with supreme leader of Iran, what would have been your judgment? If this terrorist leader that the US put 10 million bounty on his head, that was terrorizing everywhere, that was leading ISIS, Al-Qaeda, there is no terrorist organization in this world that this guy does not have connection to. If he was found with the supreme leader of Iran like this, and the supreme leader of Iran putting perfume on his body, what would have been your judgment? Is what I'm asking you, so that you judge righteously. You don't just judge out of ignorance because you hate people. Hold it there. Hold it there. Let's talk about the Hamas, another terrorist organization in the Middle East that is giving Israel issue today. Who founded this Hamas, this terrorist organization? I don't want to be the one saying it. In 2009, a US senator on the Senate floor stepped forward to give us a clue of who founded the Hamas, so that you will not say I'm the one making up this story. I'm just presenting to you my finding. The judgment is left for you. Watch this video.
You know, Hamas, if you look at the history, you'll find out that Hamas was encouraged and really started by Israel because they wanted Hamas to counteract Yasser Arafat. And you say, well, yeah, that was better then and served its purpose, but we didn't want Hamas to do this. So then we as Americans say, well, we have such a good system, we're going to impose this on the world. We're going to invade Iraq and teach people how to be Democrats. We want free elections. So we encourage the Palestinians to have a free election. They do, and they elect Hamas. So we first, indirectly and directly through Israel, help establish Hamas. Then we have election. Then Hamas becomes dominant, so we have to kill them. You know, it just doesn't make sense.
You know, when you recruit thugs, you know, when you recruit all these bad boys to come and help you rig election for you, and after the election you left them, whatsoever they become is your responsibility. So Israel is fighting what they founded themselves with their own hand. Israel is fighting the organization that they set up to set up on other people that didn't go well for them. So when you see them fighting their fight, remove yourself. Just remove yourself. That's why I don't like taking side. I don't like taking side. You know, average African, they don't think well. This was how they used the Western media to blackmail Muammar Gaddafi of Libya. We were told so many horrible things about President Muammar Gaddafi of Libya, to an extent where even the Libya people turned against Muammar Gaddafi. They wanted him out by all means. The same thing that we are being told today about the supreme leader of Iran, how wicked the man is, how bad the man is treating his people, so many horrible things. And then they moved into Libya, destroy what they could destroy the president. Today, Libya is no more the same. The people of Libya, they are now regretting. They are regretting. So I ask you, what do you think is sponsoring terrorism in the world today? Some time ago, a US lawmaker stepped forward to tell us how the US sponsored Boko Haram terrorists. This information is on the internet.
2024, we spent $697 million of the taxpayers' dollars in Afghanistan, including $534,719,000 in change from USAID in Afghanistan. Your money, $697 million annually, plus the shipments of cash funds madrasas, ISIS, Al-Qaeda, Boko Haram, ISIS Khorasan, terrorist training camps. That's what it's funding.
So I ask you, who do you think that is sponsoring terrorism in this world today? Just last month, it has been established that France is the one sponsoring terrorists against the Sahel regions of Africa, against Niger, Burkina Faso, and Mali. But every year and there, you see an average African accusing Iran of sponsoring terrorism across the globe. And then when you ask them for evidence, they cannot produce it. Am I saying Iran is innocent? No, that is not my point. They also have their own issue. Have they not been supplying weapons to other people? They have. The only thing that is bad about Arab nations is their religion. That Islamic religion where you have to practice jihad, where you have to see other people who don't believe in what you believe as an infidel, where you have to go to war to destroy people who don't believe in your God. That is what made these people, you know, what they are today. But if you can remove that religion from them, they are very great kind of people. That is my finding. I'm not sounding as an authority. You can correct me if I'm wrong. You can also, the comment section is open. God bless you.